Well, our next question we had for you was, what was the process behind creating the Downfall EP? It's just something I was wondering, and actually some viewers in my channel were wondering.
Yeah. We wanted the rawer sound on the EP. So we didn't do the process with using the GarageBand instruments. You know what I was talking about? Except for the drums. We played the amps right into the mic. The lyrics were written by Robert Hayes. But it was originally going to be an album. But we wanted to get it out as soon as possible because of what was going on.
Yeah.
In America.
Oh.
We wanted to get out there fast.
All perspective,
That's
folks.
That's that.
All right. Well, that excellent answer. You know, very, very dynamic kind of response there. All right. The next thing we were wondering is, what inspired the change to Four Odd Cats as a band? It's a big shift, you know, for the brand and such.
Got a lot of this one. Well, after the Isabel Morin situation, you know what that is?
I would be down to hear some about it.
It was when Isabel Morin, she's our bassist, she was our bassist. She was a fucking conservative.
Ooh.
Yeah, on the Downfall EP. Ooh.
I guess,
so,
yeah.
You know, we got in a big text argument, and she left the band. Fucking bitch.
Oh.
That's all I gotta say about her.
Yeah, misogynist language there from Bob Kline. Once again, I would like to say any kind of language.
I'm anti-misogynist.
All right.
Get that right.
Feminist Bob Kline. Good to hear. Yeah.
But our drummer on that album, John Mathis, he left due to personal reasons. Not anything like the Isabel Morin situation at all.
Oh, no, nothing that bad.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
He's fine. It was personal to him, and, like, out of respect for him, I'm not disclosing the reasons why he left.
It is important to respect people, I would say.
Me and Robert then recruited Nolan Johnson as the bassist, and Wayne Clark as the drummer. Great guys. They suggested a name change, and Nolan suggested the name Four Odd Cats. We liked it. And due to us changing our sound and approach, we felt it was appropriate to change the name, you know? Though we all agreed that if we go back to black metal, we will be referred to as Toefuck again, you know? I think that
I like that.
makes sense.
Different sound, different genre, and you always have those old roots to rely on, a strong fan base back there. That sounds good. All right, so now we are going to get into the more politically dicey section of the show. So I would like to say that anyone who has, before this point, been maybe stressed by some of the harsh kind of political rhetoric we're seeing, we would have to, kindly ask you to maybe tune out, maybe go watch something else, because we've got some really kind of big questions coming up for Bob Kline. And things might get a little dicey, seeing how things have gone, looking at the way things can go. So,
yeah,
that's your warning. All right. What inspired the creation of the album Anti-Conservative?
Oh, boy.
This one.
Oh, what kind of question is that? Look around you. That's the inspiration. The stupidity of the right. And they just won't fucking stop. Obviously, we are all strongly anti-conservative. I think you got that. But we wanted to make a straightforward, in-your-face album in hopes that maybe conservatives will hear it and either change their ways or get pissed off. Win-win either way. That's what I say.
I really appreciate that, really drawing on that spirit of punk, at the end of the day, if you're pissing the right people off, you're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
And now that we are in the open air section of the show, I can come out and say, I think you're doing good work out there, Bob Kline. I'm liking the messaging. I'm liking the leftist rhetoric. It's going well.
I'm glad.
So, I guess you are famous for having a lot of very sick disses on this album. A lot of great lines that were really iconic. And I was just wondering what your favorite is.
I'm really happy that Bybi decided to put the lyrics in the description for this album, because he didn't do that for the Downfall EP, but I made sure he did for this album so people get the lyrics, because some people say they don't always understand me. I always understand me, but I guess some people don't always understand me, so having the lyrics in there is important. But I'm glad the lyrics are being heard. But let me sing my favorite line. I'm gonna sing it.
All right, I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah, it's catchy, it's true, it's straightforward, and it's memorable. You know, I like it.
It has all those qualities. It's harsh, it's biting, it's good. I like the sound. Excellent piece. So I guess, speaking of lyrics and such, this is even getting into some of the religious content as well. So if we have any, perhaps more liberal religious viewers, you might want to plug your ears for this upcoming question. All right. On the song Biblical Fallacy, why did you choose to mainly target Christianity when the lyrics imply hatred of all religions?
Christianity is very prevalent in America, unfortunately. And since this album is focused on criticizing America and conservatives, which are usually Christian, it only made sense to mainly target Christianity. Though we are against all religions, strongly. They do nothing but herd sheep to believe a false prophecy backed by nothing but some shitty book. They're also corrupt as fuck. But yeah.
I like that it is important to not obfuscate from issues that affect people around you, and Christianity definitely does have a pretty big influence. I can understand, positive for some people, negative for a lot. I understand that to be your
negative
opinion.
For all.
Fair enough. All right. Well, so I guess we have that thoroughly established. And now we can kind of wrap it up with a more general question, just into just this music. What's your favorite track from For Odd Cats, and why?
Well, we only got one album out right now, but we're thinking about releasing a single called Fuck America. Maybe having some guest artists on there.
Guest artists? That would be...
So far, from the album Anti-Conservative, the title track, Anti-Conservative. That was the first track we made as For Odd Cats, and it was a fun process creating that song. The lyrics are also fucking great, and I was impressed by the instrumentation, especially Robert Hayes.
All right, yeah, always good to shout out the other musicians of the band. Bands tend to get a name for their main singer, but it's good to hear you. You're very consistent with making sure that Robert Hayes gets some of the spotlight as well. I guess that will probably conclude our interview here.
All right.
Thanks for coming on the show, Bob Kline. It's great to have you. Hope to have you again.
Thank you for allowing me to talk and giving me the platform to express my views as well.
Of course, that's what we're here for, amplifying and expressing ideas.